Hi everyone, I'm Lorraine from Simply English Edinburgh. Welcome back to my channel, and today we are going to look at some expressions with make at C1 and C2 level. And again, like the video I have previously made with take, if you're interested, there is a link in the video description below. I have said previously there is some great content on here, and some other content creators have made brilliant videos, so I have chosen some of the more obscure expressions and phrases to go through at C1 and C2 level. So let's get started. The first expression today is to make a name for yourself, and this is a really positive expression because it means that you are becoming well known, particularly in an area of business or in a skill. You are well known for doing something in your community perhaps, or your neighbourhood. It does famous on a worldwide level. Okay, so if you make a name for yourself as a plumber, an electrician, a carpenter, it means you are the go-to person. When somebody needs something fixed in their house, they're going to call you because you're the one who is well known as being really good at this particular area. Obviously, me personally, I'm trying to make a name for myself as a teacher on YouTube. So trying to get well known and be a kind of go-to person in my industry. The next expression, to make a killing. Well, you all know make money, even make a fortune, but to make a killing means to make an extreme amount of money, a very large profit. So if you bought a property for, let's say, 100,000, you renovate it without spending too much money, you can then sell it, let's say, for 160,000. It's like, wow, you made a killing on that property. You made a huge profit. So again, it needs to be a large amount of money for you to make a killing. The next expression, to make an example of someone. This expression basically means that you punish a person as a warning or as a deterrent to stop others from making the same mistake or for committing the same crime. It is particularly used when a government or when the police have decided to crack down on a particular crime. Therefore, maybe the most recent person they catch committing that crime, they will be given a very heavy maybe prison sentence or a heavy fine in order to make an example of them, in order that people see that in the news and think, oh wow, oh my god, I'm not going to do that. That's quite a severe punishment or quite extreme. It is something we're seeing now with restrictions being brought in and fines, people being fined for breaking restrictions. The fines are quite severe, and some people have already been made an example of, meaning that they have suffered, they have been fined quite heavily, and other people now are not going to break the rules or make the same mistakes. The next expression is to make inroads into something. I really like this expression. It means to have a positive effect. It can also mean to have a positive influence. Where I use it most would be when I have a lot of work to do, like a mountain of maybe homework to correct or videos to make or things like that. And I would say if I'm making inroads into my work, it means that I'm ticking things off my list bit by bit by bit. I'm getting things done. I feel like I'm being productive. So it's that kind of positive feeling whereby you still have a lot of work to do, a lot of things to achieve, but at least you feel good at the end of the day. You are making inroads into your work. You are actually being productive and getting your work done. The next example, to make head or tail of something, means to try to understand something that is deemed to be rather complex or rather difficult. So you will quite often hear it being used in the negative sense of, I can't make head or tail of this, meaning I am really struggling, I'm unable to figure this out. So sometimes if you're having a software issue with your laptop or a problem perhaps with your car, and just no matter what you are trying to do, it's not working, you might say, I can't make head or tail of this problem, I need to call a professional. So it means that you're really struggling to understand something. To make yourself scarce is the next one I've got on my list. This is a really funny one. It means that you are perhaps in a situation where you just feel like you want to disappear. It's quite awkward. Maybe you walk in on somebody having an argument and you decide, okay, I'm just gonna like turn around and walk the other way. So you make yourself scarce, meaning you avoid the situation, you run away, so to speak. And I would say, yeah, any argument, any tense or awkward situation that you enter unwittingly, you did not know it was going to be so awkward or tense, you might try to make yourself scarce. Phrasal verbs there would maybe be to slip away or to sneak away. The next one is to make light of something. This is another really positive one. It means that maybe something embarrassing or negative happens to you and you decide to make light of the situation, meaning you're not going to worry about it. You don't really care what other people think. Perhaps you laugh at it so that other people see that it's not a big deal for you. If you fall in public and you just kind of jump up, dust yourself off, laugh, make light of the situation, and everyone hopefully forgets about it and you can move on from there. To make someone's life a misery, I think you can get from the word misery there, it's a really negative thing. If you make someone's life a misery, it means you are making their life very, very difficult for whatever reason. Maybe you don't like them. Someone else maybe can make your life a misery, meaning that you're just not enjoying spending time around this person because they're having a very negative impact on you emotionally. It can be very difficult to work alongside someone who is making your life a misery. It means they're creating a lot of unnecessary, unwanted stress in your life. It's not positive at all in any way. To make a scapegoat of someone, you could also make someone a scapegoat for something as well. And this is a really interesting one, and it basically means that one person is assigned the blame. Okay, maybe there are a number of people at fault, but one person is blamed for the action or for the failure of an action, and they are assigned all of the blame and they will take the fall. And perhaps in a football team, if a team performs badly but one particular player is highlighted as being the reason why the whole team didn't play well, whether that is true or not, this player has been made a scapegoat for the team. This player gets all of the negative press and they are blamed in the media for the team's poor performance. It can happen in politics as well, where one particular politician is assigned blame for the failure of the whole political party to do an action. So again, a really negative one. If you're made a scapegoat for an activity, you are not entirely at fault, but you have been assigned the entirety of the blame. And the last expression today is to make the cut. Now, when I was looking for content for this video, obviously there are a lot of expressions with make, and I wanted to make it at a really high level for you guys and kind of include some unusual yet useful vocabulary. A lot of vocabulary didn't make the cut, and the 10 expressions I have here for you today, these are the ones that did make the cut. To make the cut means to meet the requirements or the guidelines necessary to be included or to be successful. So if you'd like to see all of this vocabulary again, just go to the end of the video. We've got more examples there and expressions. And as always, guys, please like, subscribe and share with your friends. Leave me some comments and let me know if you found this video useful and what kind of content you would like to see next. Thank you.